All right, this is Ozie Cargile II saying hello to all the YouTubers out there who've posted comments asking me to do a tutorial on this particular piece, I Look to You, by R. Kelly, featured on Whitney Houston's latest CD project. I don't have a lot of time to go over this, but we're going to try to get through as much of it as we can. Really, when you break it down, it's not that complex, okay? You just have to have a basic understanding of the harmonic structure of the piece. Okay, so to do that, we're going to start here with the E major scale. You need to know that scale: E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Okay. All right, so definitely learn this scale. And if you haven't, visit oziecargile.com. Wonderful tutorials there on all the scales and all the chords. Nice little plug there for you. Anyway, that's the E major scale. And from this collection of notes, we derive our chords. We've got 7 chords here. The E chord, E, G sharp, B, F sharp chord, F sharp, A, C sharp, G sharp, G sharp, B, D sharp, A, C sharp, E, B, B, D sharp, F sharp, C sharp, E, G sharp, D, there, D sharp, F sharp, A, and then back to E. Okay, so know the scales and those chords. Practice that. This tutorial will flow a lot smoother for you if you don't have that knowledge base. Okay, so now let's get to the actual chords here. Okay, we got a few of them here. We're going to start with the E major chord. We got a E in the bass, G sharp, B, E in the right hand. Moving down to a B chord over D sharp, F sharp, B, D sharp, which actually moves to a C sharp minor 7. This is C sharp here, your bass, G sharp, B, E. Basically that E chord in the right hand, just with a changed bass note. Then we're going to move down to this chord, which is also an E chord. We've got a different bass note here though, G sharp. Okay, incidentally, I'll say this is a C sharp minor 7, but this is not a G sharp minor 7. This is an actual E chord with just a G sharp in the bass. Okay, you notice I've got a little color here with the F sharp under my thumb instead of just playing a pure G sharp there. So F sharp, B, E for that chord. And then we move to an F sharp minor 7. F sharp, A, C sharp, E. Back to that E over G sharp with the F color. And then we move up to an A, C sharp, E. And then you could play the A over B for your cadence, or you could play just a B, D sharp, F sharp. And that in 4 minutes is the whole song. Okay, all you do is you add your pulse to it. Okay, so you start with the E chord, move down to the B over D sharp, C sharp minor 7 to the E, F sharp minor 7, up to the E over G sharp, to the A, to your B. And then what I'll start doing is I'll arpeggiate my bass line here, playing the root or the bass of that particular chord, a fifth above that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that E scale that we saw earlier, and then another E on top in this particular case, or just an octave above the bass. So a lot of times that works. And it has a lot to do with knowing the inversions of these chords. And what I mean by inversions, remember when I showed you these chords very quickly? Well, each of these chords is a collection of notes that can be rearranged. For example, I have E, G sharp, B here, but then I can have G sharp, B, E here, still an E chord, or I could even play it like that. So knowing how to sort of smooth your way through those gives you a lot of leverage and the different ways that you can play that chord progression particularly when you want to add your melody on top, which is really what separates the men from the boys here, or the girl from the women. Okay, so the melody: G sharp, B, F sharp, E, B. Okay, so that's your first chord. E is going to be played with that. By the time you get down to this B, okay, you're going to move to a B chord. There's a rendition of it. B, D sharp, F sharp there. To the C sharp. That's G sharp, B, C sharp, B. There's a G sharp chord, and I will play the E chord with the G sharp in the bass, a little color. Then I'm going to move to my F sharp minor 7. Okay, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp. Back to the E, to the F. Same notes, but you're going to end on the F sharp there. All right, and then when you actually get to, well, you're going to repeat that basically for the second part of the verse. And then when you get to the actual the actual chorus, so B, E, F sharp, G sharp there. Hopefully you can see that. E, E, D sharp, G sharp. And you notice how I'm continuing to weave those chords in various renditions down here. B, E, A, G sharp, F sharp, E. All right, so pretty much the melody, all those notes that I just played, work for the chorus and the verse. Okay, and really what they work out to be is just arpeggiations. So hopefully that gives you some insight into this piece, although if you're an amateur musician or you're a student just learning, I fear that might not be enough, which is why I definitely want to encourage you again to go to oziecargile.com, learn your skills and learn your chords. If you allow me to preach just for just a second, if you really want to be able to play these songs, at least on the level that I'm playing them, you need to be informed by the actual music theory. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube that kind of just show you how to play this and that note. And I mean, it may work if you're going, to play it in the amateurist way. But if you're going to really be moving all over the place and doing things, cause people to admire what you're doing, if you're going to be performing this or whatever, all that calisthenics is really just a cover-up for this knowledge of music. And it doesn't have to be a vast knowledge, a vast volume of knowledge. It can be really basic, but with practice and dedication to learning the craft, it can be executed in extraordinary ways. All right, so I'm going to end this tutorial by going over those chords one more time, and then I'm going to leave it up to you to work off the rest. I think I've got 30 seconds here. E, B over D sharp, C sharp minor 7, E over G sharp, F sharp minor 7, E over G sharp, A to B. Enjoy.